Meredith's account. Meredith and Paul Mendoza live in southwestern Bledsoe, just a few miles south of the interstate. Paul is an independent contractor. Meredith is an HR representative. This account is from the evening of August 15, 2014. This story originally appeared in the August 2015 issue of the Bledsoe Herald as part of a retrospective. It was just after 6:30 when we got the alert. Paul, my husband, was outside covering the windows. Emma, our 11-year-old child, was watching TV. We'd been under tornado watch for most of the day. There were some strong winds earlier in the evening, but nothing too bad. That's when our phones all started making that awful sound, the tornado warning alert. First it was Emma's going off, then mine, and finally Paul's. The alert said we had a tornado in the area. We knew we had minutes to get to shelter. We scrambled inside. I could hear a roar in the distance then, like some kind of giant, hidden locomotive. Before I went inside, I spared a glance to the north, in the direction of the approaching tornado. On a clear day, looking eastward from our house, you can see all the way to the interstate. This was not a clear day. The sky was already black as night. Yet, strangely, everything was also eerily calm. The tire swing hung motionless from the oak. There wasn't even a breeze. I couldn't believe how still everything seemed. That's when I saw it in the distance. On the horizon, right close to the ground, I could see occasional flashes of green. I knew what that meant. The tornado was pulling up power lines by the interstate. That meant the tornado was about 5 miles away. If it was headed our way, I knew it would be here in just a few minutes. Paul said that he hoped it would peter out before it got to us, but I just kind of knew that we'd have no such luck. The basement was already set up for the season. We were about as ready as one family can expect to be for this kind of thing. We all three huddled together in one corner and waited. The sound grew to a deafening roar in minutes. The wind shrieked like you would not believe. My husband and I both threw our arms around Emma and closed our eyes. Emma was crying. I was crying. Even Paul was crying. My husband and I were no strangers to tornadoes, but you have to understand, this was like nothing we'd ever seen or heard before. It was just awful. The worst of it was over in minutes. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Even so, we stayed holed up for the better part of an hour. None of us wanted to face what was left upstairs. We climbed out of our hole around 7:30 to find pouring rain where our roof used to be. The eastern wall was stripped to the frame. Most of our furniture was either ruined or missing. Our whole life was in splinters. Whatever remained was a soggy mess. At that point, I just prayed that our insurance covered all of the damage. Thankfully, it did. This is a fictionalized account.